Hi everyone, and welcome to this Video Sans Frontières video. My name is Jay Whitefield. Now, as a lot of you know, I love to drink tea. And anyone who's ever done a beginner's programming course will know the first thing that they actually discuss with you isn't the semantics of different programming languages. It isn't how to make something be printed on a screen. It isn't even the Hello World program, or even how to open Notepad. No, the first thing that is generally discussed in a beginner's guide to programming class is how to make a cup of tea. Now, there's a good reason for that. It's because making a cup of tea is kind of one of these processes that happens every day. And it's done by lots of people. And it's something that we really don't think about, how we do it. But it's basically to kind of get your head around programming and about how to break a process down into a series of steps and deciding which step should fire off first. Now, here is how I make a cup of tea. I thought I would do this. Basically, I was hoping to do a cookery video, but unfortunately, turns out I didn't have the right ingredients in. Herp derp. So, do you know what, I thought I'd do this just for a wee bit of a laugh. Now, what I usually like to do before anything is start the kettle boiling, because I know that's going to take the longest amount of time. Something that a lot of people forget to do, make sure you have enough water in your kettle, and while you're at it, make sure the camera's exposure settings can actually show you how much water you've got in the kettle. It should be above 1 cup. Because if you have too little water in your kettle, you're going to burn out the element. Okay, so that's the kettle boiling. Well, it will be soon. Next thing you want to do is grab your favourite mug. I quite like this one actually. It's a nice wee tartan mug. There we go. Next, while the kettle's boiling, what I like to do is put the tea bag in and the sugar. My favourite tea is Scottish Blend. Despite what PG Tips or PGest Tea will tell you, Scottish Blend were the first people to actually come up with the pyramid-shaped tea bag that enhances flavour and does all that magic stuff. Personally, I just think it's a very nice tea. So just drop that in. Then add sugar to taste. Oh yeah, might be an idea to actually turn the plug on first. I was wondering why that kettle wasn't boiling. What a derp. Great, so we have a mug. Next thing we need is milk. Just to make sure it smells okay. This one will just about do me today. Sometimes you're gambling with milk I've noticed the last couple of bottles I've had, they've really, really, really worked to rule in terms of their use by date. You know, I mean, you'll find that you can get some you can actually use it a couple of days after, but the last couple of bottles, I know that tomorrow I'm going to have to, you know, I'm going to have all this glugged. Just basically going to have to upturn the bottle and go. This kettle doesn't usually take too long to boil. I'm quite disappointed I wasn't able to do that cookery video. A wee bit of a shame, really. Oh well. Now, some people will tell you switch the kettle off when it's just getting warm enough, and yes, I would say probably, you know, for saving energy, that might be a good idea. But excuse me. But I would say that the tea infusion is best when the water is at boiling point. Water. Here we go. Next, you want to kind of stir it in. I usually like to press the tea bag to the side of the cup or to the bottom, just to try and, you know, mash as much tea in as possible. And once you're all done, throw that tea bag away. Pour in a dash of milk. And then stir. And then, of course, enjoy. As I've said before, this is an essential step. If you want to unbox something, you need to always have a cup of tea at the ready. And it's a good idea to be able to make one of these if you're reinstalling Windows 95 to your Compaq Armada 7750 MT laptop computer with a Pentium MMX 166MHz processor, 32 megs of RAM and a 2GB hard disk and a multiple swap drive bay and an XGA display. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. If you liked what you saw, please subscribe. In order to do so, please follow the instructions that will be appearing on your screen shortly. While you're on my channel, please feel free to peruse all of my other videos, and I hope that you'll all join me for my next video. Thank you for listening, watching.